With the 2019 iPhone announcement expected in just a couple of months, it's that time of the year again where we get to look at iPhone dummy models. We did a very similar video last year with these dummy models, and they ended up being pretty spot on for the iPhone XS, XS Max, and XR. And so in this video, we're gonna take a look at what's rumored for the new 2019 iPhone lineup. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications whenever we share a video. Compared to last year's iPhones, the new models have a revamped camera module, which seems to be the only major physical difference. Keep in mind, these dummy iPhones are created based on schematics that case manufacturers receive so that they can get cases ready ahead of the next iPhone launch. In fact, we received a few cases already made for the next gen iPhones, and these cases fit perfectly on these dummy units. Apple seems to be sticking with the same 3 iPhone lineup in 2019, which will include a 5.8, 6.1, and 6.5 inch model. We don't know what the 2019 iPhones are going to be called, though we've been hearing them referred to as the iPhone 11, the 11 Max, and the 11R, so that's always a possibility. Either way, I'm going to refer to the new iPhones by their screen size for now. So overall, there are no significant changes to the look of these iPhones, as you can see here. The iPhone XS Max and the new 6.5 inch iPhone look nearly identical aside from the massive camera bump on the back of the phone. Design and aesthetic opinions aside, the rumored reason for this increase in camera housing size is to make room for an additional camera. According to Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, both the 5.8 and 6.5 inch 2019 iPhones will feature triple lens camera systems with a 12 megapixel telephoto lens, a 12 megapixel wide angle lens, and a 12 megapixel super wide angle lens. The 6.1 inch iPhone XR successor is said to feature a dual lens rear camera setup rather than the triple lens setup that we see here, which is still one more camera than what we originally had in the iPhone XR. A triple lens rear camera will allow for a larger field of view, a wider zoom range with improved low light performance, and it will capture more pixels, resulting in overall better images. The cameras are arranged in this triangle shape, which has led to the square shaped camera bump. As you'll see, the 6.1 inch iPhone dummy model has also a square shaped camera, even though it's also getting a dual lens setup, which Apple presumably did so that the 3 iPhones will have a similar look. Even though I'm not an avid smartphone camera shooter, I do appreciate Apple sacrificing aesthetics a bit for an improved user experience. Sometimes I wish a lot of smartphone manufacturers would do this in regards to thickness and battery life. Either way, I can imagine much of the general public is going to find this new design a bit jarring, as this triple camera setup is a lot more in your face compared to the dual camera system that you see on current iPhones. Other than that, these iPhone dummy models pretty much portray the same look and feel of the current iPhone lineup. You get the same glass back and stainless steel frame for the 5.8 and 6.5 inch iPhones, with the 6.1 retaining the aluminum frame in order to drive down the costs. The displays themselves, more specifically the notch area, will likely remain unchanged as well. The only thing that could be removed in terms of the display is the 3D touch feature. This wouldn't be a surprise, as Apple has already removed that feature in the iPhone XR, and in iOS 13, a new feature has been implemented that practically mimics the 3D touch functionality with a simple long press. There are also a few rumors that the volume toggles on the new iPhones would get an iPad-style redesign with rounded button switch, but that's not depicted on these dummy models, which have a regular rectangular volume switch. So as it stands right now, if these dummy models are in fact correct, there really isn't a whole lot of new going on with the look and feel of the 2019 iPhones. We can obviously expect blazing fast new internal components and of course the implementation of iOS 13, but aside from the new camera system on the back, the new iPhones will be nearly identical to the current generation of iPhones. So let us know what you think of these potential new iPhones in the comment section down below. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.